Right, let's turn to this now. Parliament's Ethics Committee has recommended that several ANC members of Parliament be fined 20 days' worth of their salaries, according to an independent online report. The senior members, who include the ANC Youth League President Collen Malatji, have been found guilty of failing to declare their financial interests. The party's youth wing spokesperson, Zama Khanyase, is with me in studio on that conversation. Zama, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time.
Good evening. Thank you for having us.
How serious does your organization or your structure, if I want to put it that way, take this question of code of conduct, and how attached are you to this concept of a code of conduct?
We are very much attached. We take it very seriously. That is why, if you have followed all our interviews as the ANC Youth League, we have said it that we need public representatives who are going to be held in high standards. So we hold it very seriously.
Yeah. How does then your president, who has been an MP for quite some time now, not follow a simple thing as just declaring your interest in the register? You know you're supposed to do it every single year. It should be something that is automatic. It shouldn't be an excuse about it. You should just be able to do it and present the documents.
Well, we have had a conversation with the president, and he has let us know that he did do it, but not on the stipulated date exactly, which I think it's why that now he is included in a particular list of comrades, or rather of representatives, who could have had maybe missed their submission. But if you follow him throughout his term, he has done it without any delay. So I think this is part of the reasons why the president has said that he's not available to go back to Parliament, because I think the work of the ANC Youth League that is currently engaged in, the rebuilding process of the ANC Youth League, understanding that we had been absent for quite some time. So the issues that we're dealing with are so much, because before we can get to present issues as the ANC Youth League, we have to research, we have to go down and make consultations with different sectors of society, with different leaders in different places, and our structures as the ANC Youth League. So all of this work began to clash with work that it has to do in Parliament as well. So that's why we have said we're sending other representatives of the ANC Youth League, but he, as the president, is now going to be full-time in office. And I think just this once, that is when he missed the actual date, but he has actually done it. And I think that as the case unfolds, that is going to be found as well.
Yeah. It's not the fact that he has not done it. You're right, he did do it. But it's the fact that, one, he was given an opportunity, firstly, to submit and was reminded, right, not to miss the deadline. And he missed it anyway. But after missing it, the committee writes to him and says, well, give us reasons why. And then he offers some kind of flimsy explanation of the details of family emergency. They're saying, you're not even giving us the details of what that is. And then it goes further and he says, okay, then make representations on mitigation, on why we shouldn't penalize you. And he missed that too. How seriously does he respect this registrar? Does it take them seriously?
He takes them extremely seriously, like I've mentioned before. And I think that just the fact that if he has to be fined, that is something that he's going to take and do it. Because as it states that he had a family emergency, I think, well, he could have missed it because of the work on his table. And just when he's trying to rush to do it, then there's a family emergency. And I think that it's a lot of work that he's doing. It's under a lot of pressure, but it is pressure that he's willing to take, because he has availed himself to lead an organization as big as the ANC Youth League. And I think that is something that in moving forward with all our other representatives, as you know, that the ANC Youth League has a number of representatives in the list of the ANC who we are confident that they are going to form part of MPs in moving forward. So I think this is something that is a learning curve for us. It's something that we are going to continuously remind our comrades that please make sure that you adhere to it, so that we are never in this situation again. But I state that it is not that he does not take them seriously. He does. And I think he's very apologetic for what has happened.
So let's talk then about that posture that you're taking. I mean, you as an organization, I suppose, agree that, Parliament positions are very powerful positions of influence at high levels of decision making. And it's not just the president of the ANC Youth League, I must add, it's other MPs as well, parliamentarians, who are also sanctioned in such a manner, who've been found to have breached that code of ethics. What is your position at a structure level on how this matter should be handled?
I think, as I said, there's no going any other way about it. It must be adhered to on time and in the manner in which it is requested. I'm just glad that on our side, it's not that the president had anything to hide or he was running away from any declarations. He has done it because he had always done it even in the previous years. So we stand on saying that it needs to be adhered to. In moving forward, we appeal on everyone, not just employees of the ANC, but everyone who has taken responsibility to be part of those who are going to stand for us as a nation, that highest decision-making body, which is the parliament, to make sure that they adhere not only to this situation, but every other way that they need to adhere, commit to all the work that they need to do, and not absent themselves unless really it is a situation that is beyond their control.
Yeah. And at ANC Youth League level, how seriously are you taking the issue, for example, of lifestyle audits? I mean, one of the things that would have been declared by your president in 2023 would be his shares in a security company, his shares in a company that sells livestock, a number of trips that your party would have paid for that he took, I suppose, on party business. He's got a trust and so on and so forth. How do you consolidate, how do you audit all those things to see that his personal business interests do not conflict with his official role in the things that he needs to do in the parliament?
Well, I think we must appreciate the fact that everyone has their own interests they would have had even before sometimes they are deployed into these positions. So I think everyone should be in a position to say that any time that a lifestyle audit must be conducted on me, immediately when you accept, because there is a long process that goes before you are actually now an MP. And I think from the beginning of the process, as soon as you agree that you are going to take office, it means that you are now automatically saying, I'm ready to go through any lifestyle audit as a public representative, because there is a requirement. And I think no one should be beyond reproach. Everyone should be beyond reproach, and no one should have a problem with going through these processes. So this is something that we have been open about from a National Executive Committee meeting this weekend. And those are some of the things that we have been raising, that as we prepare, as we are on the ground campaigning, so that those that are representing the Youth League on the list are going to go and represent us, they must be ready that we are not going to be handling with soft gloves anyone who goes there and disappoints the ANC Youth League, anyone who goes there and goes against our mandate, anyone who goes there and gives us a setback on the fight we have against corruption and other unscrupulous activities from our public representatives. So as the ANC Youth League, we take it very seriously, and we're hoping that...
You're saying those of your candidates who are on that list have gone through that process of being scrutinized?
Well, the ANC has done it. The ANC, our mother body, has been responsible. There was a serious committee that was dealing specifically with doing the background check on all our candidates. That is why we took very long to take out the ANC list. If you remember, it was not a rushed process, because we wanted to make sure that each and everyone who is on the list has been scrutinized, background check has been done. As far as any criminal activities that they may be involved in, everything was scrutinized. And then we came up to the final product that we have on the list now.
Zama Khanyase, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for coming in. That is the spokesperson for the ANC Youth League, Zama Khanyase.